see him throw his hair back.
Of course.
Yeah.
Wish I could do that.
We can. Do it now. Do it with me. Ready?
Speaking of Baja Blast, boyz.
No? Alright, Devin, I'll just fuck myself. It's fine.
What the fuck you want me to throw back?
Your hair!
That ass.
Yeah, I threw my fucking ass in the prayer circle before I could do that.
All right, so welcome to the One Podcast to eventually rule them all, episode number 152. 152. We're back. We got the whole gang together. I'm the Beast Snow, representing the Baja Blastoise gang. We got Jordi, Chongo, Devin, and Cody back. Who knows for how long, but he's back. He's raring to go. Look at him. You know, if this is your first time checking us out, if it's your 152nd time, if it's your third time, we're TOPTERTA. You know, we are a group of friends getting together each and every single week to talk about the latest news in video games, you know, sports, entertainment, movies, pop culture, fashion, religion, maybe. We talk about
I'll talk religion.
We talk about our video games that we have been playing. We talk about movies, shows, Bible verses that we've been, you know, checking out.
No, what the fuck?
We talk about wrestling because, you know, some of us used to do it and some of us still do it. And then, you know, our great, intelligent friend Jordi over there tells us what we got wrong throughout the whole episode. So, you know, that's us. We put out these episodes in the audio form in all the major podcasting platforms. Noon Eastern, the only time zone that matters, on Fridays. And then Mondays, we put out these video episodes on our YouTube channel, you know, with a little bit of extra content sprinkled in there. So check that out, subscribe, you know. We're on all the social medias at TOPTERTA. So let's get into the episode, I guess. Devin, you got some news for us, I suppose?
Yep.
We won't talk. We'll just let you get to the news. Jake's Power Hour. We're going to get a little pump in, see what he's playing, and then we're going to see where we're all playing. Cody,
I can move my titties still.
That's cute. Cody's back. It maybe not. But he's going to tell us what the shadow knows. Maybe not. And then we're going to talk a little wrestling. We're going to go over Crown Jewel and some other news that might be happening. Jordy's going to tell us what we got wrong in this episode. And then we're going to hit Do You Know a TOPTERTA right now? I'm going to ask you guys a question. We're going to have a little discussion, a little argument, a banter, you know, back and forth. We're just going to have fun because that's what we do. We just have fun around here. We are in the month of the giving. Whatever you want to give, that's what we're doing this month. I'm going to ask you guys this question. If you can invite anybody to Thanksgiving with you that kind of has a controversial past, who would that person be?
I got one. Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Nah.
Controversial past? I'm sure he's still living it.
Yeah, that would imply that it's gone, and it most certainly is not.
I don't think he's still paying people.
I would 100% have Kanye at my house.
Hell yeah.
Hey, man.
Again, it's kind of present still, but
I'd say more controversial now than the past, but anything could be the past if you want it to be. This is tough. I don't know.
I'm just waiting for somebody to say Hitler.
Who would say that? Why? No. The despicable choice.
Controversial, brother. Controversy creates cash.
Fucking, Genghis Khan.
Genghis.
I would argue that's worse than Hitler.
Just keep him away from your sisters.
We're all related to him. It's fine.
I think that'll stop him.
He's our super great papa.
Super great.
Yeah. Yes, Genghis.
How many how many grates are in a super? How many does that cover?
Enough.
Cuppa.
Yee.
Yeah.
About that old. Yeah.
Cody?
Trying to think. The person that I keep going to is Seth Rogen, but I don't know how like controversial he's been.
That's fucking hilarious.
He's a good brother, I think.
I
think his biggest controversial thing is that he smokes weed. Like,
Oh my god.
maybe
He had he had a terrible Funny for Money or whatever that his comedy show was.
mhm.
The charity show was terrible. That's the
Was
only
it?
bad. That's the only bad thing I can think about him. Nothing was funny.
I don't know.
Seth Rogen? It's a good shout.
Hilarious.
I was
Oh.
honestly gonna go with Genghis Khan, but since Devin took
What?
That's so funny.
that, you know, I'm morally related to him, but I mean,
I do. Hey, I love Mongolian beef.
Hey, same.
I will have to say George Washington.
You're watching this good one. Michael Jackson would be cool. Hide your
Nah.
kids.
George Washington became president 234 years ago.
You.
Thank you for that.
Abe Lincoln would be cool.
Is he really controversial?
To some people, yeah.
Hmm.
Some people, he's the worst. Not me. I love him. Good brother. I do.
This is good.
Well, happy giving. Devin, would you give us the news?
This is TOPTERTA News with lead anchor Devin boyz.
Yeah, I want to start off with a couple things just to keep, your opening, your hot opener, just so it's not all lies. Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and tyranny of evil men. Thank you. I also have a joke. What is worse than eating a bad apple?
What's that?
Any ideas?
Bad coitus.
It's really easy. It's the Holocaust.
God damn.
I got a joke for you.
Do we have to?
Yeah, what's the difference between a pile of dead babies and a Porsche?
Where you
What?
put the Porsche?
I don't have a Porsche in my garage.
Okay. You don't
Do you have a garage?
Nope, I'm in one.
He's in the garage.
He is the garage.
Yeah, what?
All right. Shout out Sam. Not the uncle. All right. Echo gonna have a TV MA rating. With that, it's also going to be the first Marvel series where you don't have to have any prior knowledge of the MCU to watch it. And I think that's a little silly. I think some other shows can be watched that way just fine. But
Yeah.
whatever.
I did see the trailer for it. It looked really good.
Why don't they
Yeah.
do that with Moon Knight?
I still don't know what the fuck you need to know about the MCU to watch Moon Knight. Loved Moon Knight. Did it make any sense? No. All right. Hey, Super Mario RPG's out November 17th. That's 4 days before Jordi's birthday. Happy almost birthday, Jordi. We'll see you here next week.
Thank
And
you,
then
thank you.
Snows is 3 days after that. Just want to point out I know my friends' birthdays.
I don't.
I know
don't.
that's right. Silent Hill 2 Remake contains a playable origin story for Pyramid Head. Now, when I wrote this out, this was big news. But then I saw that was a possibly a falsification.
Oh.
And so, that brings it down a little bit. I still am a fan of Silent Hill. Not a big fan, but a fan nonetheless. Miles Morales is the main Spider-Man in the Insomniac games from now on. If you play Thanks. Spider-Man 2. You'll kind of see why at the end. No spoilers though. Your friend and mine, Homer Simpson, no longer going to strangle Bart in one of the latest episodes of The Simpsons. He said, "Nah, Marge, I'm over that. That's the old times."
Called grow.
Nah, yeah. Fucking Simpsons are funny, man. Also, Simpsons ride and Universal almost made me sick. Yeah, funny, isn't it? The Simpsons ride. Ark Survival Ascended is out, except on PS5, where it's delayed.
It's not on Xbox yet.
Hey, the internet said it was.
I might be wrong. It's
Doritos.
My bad.
All right. Well, Doritos. I love Doritos. Okay, a few of them specifically more than others. Sweet spicy chili, top tier. Tapatios, my favorite chip of all time. Yeah. Well, they released mic software to cancel out snacking sounds. So if you're in there fucking grubbing on Doritos while you're playing Call of Duty like they intend, then nobody's gonna hear it.
You know, Jeannie would love that news.
I cannot eat and play games at the same time.
I can't either.
I've tried. It's just not for me. I'll do one or the other.
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of shut everything down when I eat, though. Like, I have to be watching something while I eat, and that's about all I can do.
Hey, man, me too. Fortnite just had its biggest day ever with 44.7 million players. Thanks to that big Fortnite OG, Tilted Towers. Fuck your mother. Hey, wash it down with the DC. Tim Burton's Batman has a comic book continuation coming out this month. This, for me, I think is really cool because this is my childhood Batman movie. I had the board game and everything to go along with it. Probably going to pick this up.
Yeah.
The PS5/PS4 is no longer going to have Twitter X integration as of November 13th, 2023. And I can't remember if we talked about this last week or not. So I'm going to bring it up right now. Xbox saying no to third-party accessories on their consoles, which is a real Apple thing to do. So if you don't have your Xbox shit for your Xbox, you're not using those things. Thank you. SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy. You'd think I'm going to say they're coming to Nick All-Star Brawl, right? Well,
Fortnite.
They're going to Brawlhalla. Now, SpongeBob is in Nick All-Star Brawl. But all three of them going to Brawlhalla. The Blade movie, which I want to say the Blade movie was supposed to release November 3rd. It's now November 8th, okay?
Yeah.
It's now going to be rated R. There has officially been a Zelda live-action movie announced.
Yep.
This is coming a long way since the dawn of Netflix and memes on the internet. There have been fake fucking live-action Zelda on Netflix pictures that I've seen years upon years. So to see Nintendo tweet this, I'm kind of hyped for it. I think I don't know. I like Zelda. I don't like Zelda enough to play Tears of the Kingdom. I'm sorry.
Or Breath of the Wild.
It's not Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask, and I don't know why I can't get into them after that, but those games are great. Kevin Feige.
They're really different games.
They are.
Yeah.
Kevin Feige says live-action X-Men will appear in the MCU perhaps soon. Which I've kind of expected it since they went to Madripoor and Sam and Winter Soldier show. Whatever it was.
There's actually talks of Storm being in Miss Marvel. In The Marvels. During the trailer, there's a part where a woman in all white in a cape walks by, and it looks very much like Storm. So, maybe.
We'll see. And the last piece of news I have on this piece of paper. Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer coming in December.
Probably at the Game Awards, is what I would imagine.
We doing a live one of those again?
We better.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
Tradition.
I'll do it. If you're going to be here for it, yeah.
It's my favorite episode of the season.
We'll see, brother. I'll do what I can.
Is that it?
That's all I have.
Seriously.
I tried to keep it tight. I'm sorry.
I have a tiny bit of news. For anybody who is interested in Teamfight Tactics, Set 10 will be coming out, I believe it's November 17th. This season is based around music. So they have a lot of, like, if you know anything about League of Legends, there are bands inside the game. KDA, Heartsteel, and I think a couple of KDA songs are actually pretty fucking good. If you haven't listened to them, go listen to them. But yeah, so you'll have actual, like, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's maybe called Headliner. But like certain characters will get, like if you make them the headliner, they'll get special abilities or whatever. And like if you have the band, then they get their special thing. So it's cool. I'm excited. This will be my first time playing Teamfight Tactics while there is a set release. So it'll be cool to see. But yeah, so if you're into that, it's coming up.
That's all that you got right now? Okay.
Yep.
Hey,
So.
let's get some feedback from this. Shroud. We all love Shroud, don't we?
Sure.
He is quoted and he said, "Anyone that wastes their talent on Call of Duty makes me sad."
Me too. Shroud. Me too.
Shroud talks about competitive gamers who play Call of Duty, saying they should play games like Halo, Valorant, Counter-Strike, and Apex instead.
All right. Well, that went away. I didn't care for, but
You were good up until the list, huh?
yeah. It's all the same game except Halo. Halo's different.
Not really.
Halo's
not anymore.
Come on. Plasma grenades.
Not that much
Love 'em.
different.
Love them. Energy sword. Love that too.
Halo is so much better competitively than
Warthog. Love that thing.
Come on, Snow. Come on.
What do you mean?
I agree
Come
with
on.
him. Snow's right. Halo is by far the best one of those games mentioned.
Disagree.
Ever
Well,
since
you're
the
wrong, and that's
CWL
fine.
went to the CDL,
I mean, I kind of agree with that, but they're still the ones making all the money. Halo ain't making shit.
That don't always mean nothing.
I mean, it's more popular at the very least.
just because it's popular doesn't make it good.
That's true. That's
Valorant
true.
and Counter-Strike are definitely different.
Much different. Much different.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
Also, I'm kind of surprised that like Siege isn't mentioned in that.
It's because Siege is actually a good game.
Oh, fair.
And Apex is different than all of them because it's a battle royale. So I mean,
Right. This motherfucker
And-
really just took a bunch of shooters and said,
And riddled with cheaters constantly.
whatever.
what game isn't?
IO
play
Interactive. You guys know these people, IO Interactive?
I'm sure if you tell me what they make, I might know.
Okay, well, their James Bond game, Project 007, will be the ultimate spycraft fantasy.
I thought that got canceled because of Hitman.
Well, it's back.
Unless I'm thinking of it.
Who knows?
What?
It's closer to Daniel Craig than is Roger Moore, more scripted experience than Hitman, and it's a third-person action game. So there you go.
That sounds fun.
We love Daniel Craig.
We love James Bond over here.
That's my Bond.
All four of us.
Is it first person or third person shooters that you don't like, Devin?
All four of us. A first person.
Okay.
Who's the one that doesn't love it? Me?
You.
I like the games.
I haven't played a James Bond game since GoldenEye.
That's the only one that counts.
In like what, 94?
97, 98.
Yeah. Same
I
thing.
don't know. You keep saying a bunch of numbers. Somebody here will correct us eventually.
Well, I gotta give something Jordi for due. Sentences are hard.
Jordi for due. Something Jordi for due.
Listen, I didn't get a nap. I am here for you guys. Leave me alone.
Why don't you like Google where you can take the lessons?
It's called school. I already went there, Devin. It didn't work.
I see that.
Anybody watch the Five Nights at Freddy movie?
Not yet.
No, I thought about it.
I've heard
I
it's
saw it.
good.
So Markiplier was supposed to be in it.
No, I knew it.
Pat, whoever that guy is,
Mhm.
He's a
revealed.
game theory guy.
Yeah,
I don't
you know
watch
Matt Pat.
that garbage.
You know, come on.
Revealed that Markiplier's role would have been the security guard at the beginning of the movie. So if anybody,
Mm.
That
Okay.
movie. That
Well,
movie
that's not
reminded
just a
me.
theory. It's a film theory.
That movie reminded me of the Nicolas Cage movie where he doesn't speak and he just kills all the robots and shit. You guys seen that movie?
Dracula?
Yeah, that one too.
Yeah, that's definitely Dracula.
He's in a movie where he it's a non-speaking role and kids like get locked in like a fucking Chuck E. Cheese and the animatronics come to life, start murdering them. I have the movie, but I don't know what it's called.
Pig?
But,
Oh
like,
God.
He like takes breaks and he plays pinball and powers up with energy drinks.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Pig.
You say pig?
Yeah, right?
No, I think you're talking about the movie where he has a
No, he is in a movie called Pig.
yeah, where a truffle pig. He's a fucking chef. I've seen that too.
My favorite Nicolas Cage movie is the movie where he plays Nicolas Cage.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah, definitely that.
Yes, sir. I think it's National Treasure.
It's definitely Face Off.
That just got put on Netflix.
What is it, Cody? Come on.
I'm trying to look. I can't find it. I looked up Nicolas Cage horror movies, and all it says is Wicker Man and fucking Ghost
What
Rider.
man?
Wicker.
Ah.
Like a basket.
Yeah.
So while you're trying to do that, the first trailer for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire came out.
What?
In theaters March 29th.
There's another Ghostbusters movie?
Yeah.
Ghostbusters should have died in the 90s.
Hasn't there been like 7 of them in the past 2 years?
No, it's not a
New York
Yakuza
City
game.
is going to be frozen. Everybody's going to die in there.
Like fucking fighting Mr. Freeze and Batman? I mean, in Gotham Knights?
Yeah, but it's a ghost.
Is
Oh,
Mr. Freeze a
shit.
ghost?
They have to bust. Speaking of bust,
Willy's Wonderland.
That's it.
We'll watch that never. So speaking of busting, next year, October 25th, 2024, Terrifier 3 will be out.
I've seen the first one. That's it.
I haven't even heard of it.
Good, bad?
Scary? It's not scary, no. It's literally just a slasher film. You do get to see Terrifier Art the Clown doll somebody from upside down from the coochie to the face. So that's a good spot, but that's all I remember.
Speaking of blowing up spots, Shrek 5 rumored to come out in 2025. After a NBC Universal employee listed the film on her LinkedIn, but she quickly changed it.
I didn't know there was a Shrek 4.
Yeah, 4th chapter.
I literally not there in my brain.
Speaking of big brains, Disney Plus and Hulu is going to merge into one app by March 2024.
Oh my fuck. I'm tired of that. I mean, it's fine. I won't have to have both of them, but just all the mergers. It's like we're just doing cable all over again.
Yeah, except now you have to pay for each individual channel.
I know. It equals out to a cable bill.
Equals out to more than a cable bill.
So this one's for Cody. Surprised he didn't blast this out here. Lightning McQueen is coming to Rocket League, or should be out.
Yeah, sorry. It's not news to me because I know none of you care, and I already told Zach, which is one person I knew would care. So,
I didn't know people still played Rocket League, honestly. Except
Devin.
Gabe. Thought Gabe was the only one.
Actually, Gabe probably doesn't play anymore.
He don't.
But
Gabe don't play anymore.
You hurt me.
Why?
Just a lot of people still play Rocket League.
I thought you guys gave it up.
No, I still play here and there.
Thought you grew up.
I gave it up.
You know what? Speaking of giving it up, Ubisoft laid off 124 employees, 98 of them which were based in Canada.
Damn,
That's
Canada.
rude.
That means no more Assassin's Creed.
And I say, we'll be getting more of that. I saved this one for last because this is earth-shattering.
You know what? I have news when we're done. Sorry, go on.
Because I think this is earth-shattering for me. But a new scientific study, I read this on IGN. New scientific study suggests huge sections of an alien planet called Theia may be deep inside Earth after a cataclysmic collision. that took place about 4.5 billion years ago.
I saw that. I thought it was just a website making some shit up, so I just said I'm moving on. That's
you go.
funny. All right,
Okay.
I'm sorry. So I've started to put my Pokemon news to the side so I could say it last, and I just skipped out on it. Sorry. Sorry. Scarlet and Violet Indigo Disc DLC out December 14th, which is one day before Sick Rick's birthday. The next Pokemon Community Day is December 16th. I'm sorry. The Community Day Classic is November 25th. It's Mareep. And then the next Community Day after that is December 16th to 17th. I don't know the Pokemon yet. As of September 30th, Scarlet Violet has sold 23.23 million units. And Sword and Shield is up to 26.02 million. Scarlet Violet catching up.
People still buying Sword and Shield.
Thanks for the pop.
Oh. There it is. We are going to get some swole in Jake's Power Hour.
Yeah.
Boys and girls, children of all ages. I've been playing the same shit. Nothing news came out that I wanted to play. I didn't get the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 pre-order and play the campaign.
Sorry, speaking of Modern Warfare 3, did y'all see people have been review bombing the wrong game?
They were reviewing the one from 2010 or whatever.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
I love people. That proves that they have no idea what they're complaining about. They're just going and seeing something and complaining. Like, they probably didn't even touch it, didn't watch anything of it, know nothing of it, just know, oh, Modern Warfare 3, I'm going to go shit on that from 12 years ago.
I might try to play a new game this weekend. I'm off this weekend. I haven't got nothing planned, so.
You're supposed to play Metal Gear on Friday.
Well, there we go.
No, so you're gonna not do it.
You played Fire Red.
It's not a new game.
You got video up.
I do have a video up. You can watch me play Fire Red.
Mm-hmm.
About to start a Radical Red series, too.
Ooh.
You guys know what Radical Red is? I know Devin does.
It's a mod, isn't it?
It's a modded version of Fire Red with every 1,000 Pokemon that's in it.
Damn.
Nintendo coming after you.
I ain't make it.
All right.
Yeah.
It's
Nothing
not
new for me.
It's not technically new, but I played Fortnite OG, and that was cool.
One of those 44.7 million.
Yep. It's fun. I mean, they have like the original guns, and since there is a zero build mode, they put in the grappler so you can still get around because the map was definitely made with building in mind. So there are spots that you just are kind of stuck in a chasm and can't get out of. So they have the grappler, and still have your golf carts and all that kind of fun stuff. It's cool to see what people got excited for when it first came out and started playing, and they have some of the like original characters, skins, and characters and stuff that you can get. So it's neat. I'm sure Ninja's happy because he has relevance again.
I'm sure he doesn't care. He's rich as fuck.
So, I don't know, man. He was bringing in like 8K people.
Well, hell. So I played 2 games. I've beaten 2 games since the last we were together. Neither new, but I purchased the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1. And I hopped into Metal Gear Solid 1. All right. And I'm changing my rating system. Instead of 5 snowflakes, we're bumping it up to 10. So I played Metal Gear Solid 1, and for a PS, like, it's a PS1 game you go into, it's gonna look like shit. But some of the stuff in it, you can tell, like, hey, Kojima was in his bag, like, trying to do the graphics for this game. Because like when you're fighting Psycho Mantis on the ground, you can see like the reflection from the ceiling and all that. Shit's crazy. It's kind of crazy what you remember after it's been so long since you played a game. Like I haven't played Metal Gear Solid 1 since I was like an actual child, a small child. Metal Gear Solid 1 is fun. It's atrociously hard. I did not expect it to be as hard as it was. Just playing on just normal. The controls are all over the place, terrible. Circle is the confirmation button instead of X. So it would be like A if you're playing on a Switch controller or something like that. So that had me fucked up for a while. Shooting's still pretty basic and easy. You know, you don't have to worry about that. You can't move the camera, which you should remember, but it is what it is. It's basic. It's mostly like boss fight, you do some stuff, boss fight, you do some stuff, and you just kind of move from there and move on between them. Story is great. It's not long at all. If you sat down like after work 2 days, you'd probably get through it. If you knew what you were doing. But like I said, it is hard, and sometimes you fucking forget where you're going. But it's a game I really, really recommend. I give Metal Gear Solid 1 7 out of 10 snowflakes. It's a great game. It's not the best game in the series, but it's great. It's iconic. Psycho Mantis still knows what the fuck you're doing. There are ways around it to cheese him. He's still not. I mean, it's still not the easiest boss fight. Some are much easier. But I'm gonna let Jacob play through that hopefully on Friday. See how far he can get in a day. I know he'll probably never pick it up again because he'll just be like, "What am I doing? This is crazy." Then I started Metal Gear Solid 2. Okay, Metal Gear Solid 2, one of my favorite games. I like 3 more. We'll get to 3 next week. Metal Gear Solid 2, though, you pick it up. It's 2 chapters. You play the tanker chapter and the plant chapter. You start the tanker chapter as Snake. It's pretty short. You have 1 boss fight and you fight Olga. You do your thing with Olga, okay? It's just sneaking around on a gigantic tanker ship in the fucking Manhattan Harbor. Also, I got a pacifist run on Metal Gear Solid 2 when I beat it. That means I didn't kill anybody. So shout out to me for that. This is another great game. The story in this game is fucking like insane. It's such a wild ride. Like and it's hard not to like spoil anything, but I'm gonna do my best. So like once you finish so the whole point of the tanker chapter is you have to prove that there is a Metal Gear in the Marines' control on the ship. So once you do that, it's not very long. You have to take pictures and shit. The fucking Marine Admiral gets jumped and shit goes down. Tanker blows up. Everybody thinks Snake's dead. Snake has multiple clones. Okay. So everybody thinks Snake's dead. Blah, blah, blah. Fast forward 2 years. So the tanker chapter takes place in 2007. In 2009, you have to go to this oil facility that was built to clean up the tanker explosion 20 miles off Manhattan. So you have to do so much like weird, wild shit. Like you have to disarm a whole bunch of C4 bombs throughout the whole facility because if it goes down, everything's fucked. There are Metal Gears on the base. You have to go fucking figure out where those are. There's a vampire, a lady who cannot fucking be killed or shot or anything. There are your 2 clones, fucking Liquid, Ocelot, Solidus, which you're riding. Whole time you're talking to the Colonel and Rose, you're Jack the Ripper, you're fucking, that's your nicknames, everything. You're doing so much shit. And they're calling you on the codec all the time, telling you wild and crazy things like, hey, this is what your virtual mission was training you for. You did the whole simulation, all that. You're running into Solid Snake. He's out there helping. You don't know what his mission is. He's just there helping you. And once you get towards the end of this fucking mission, and hilarious. So once you get into where the Metal Gear is housed, every room name turns into like a butthole reference. Like every part of your butthole and intestines is what it's called. Intestines is what it's called. So you're getting in there, and I'm skipping like a whole main meat of the whole mission. So nobody's getting spoiled or anything because I really want you guys to play this game. You have to play it. It's a great fucking game. But you're in the fucking butthole of the Metal Gear, and like while you get there, you run into Snake, and then it's like Snake betrays you, whatever. You find him again after that. He gives you a sword. You have to fight through this crowd of other ninjas who come out of nowhere. You get into this like platform, okay? Like it's just a platform, I guess, like an elevator, something like that. And I'm sitting there. I'm doing this pacifist run. I'm not killing anybody. I just have my fists and an M9 that shoots tranquilizer darts. Well, here comes fucking Solid Snake beside me with his automatic fucking submachine gun and kills everybody. I down nobody. He kills every person there quickly. And I'm like, so I have to do nothing. So after that, you go into 2 back-to-back boss fights. You have to fight 6 Metal Gears at once, which is not easy. But once you do that, it takes you into like a 3-hour cutscene. So fucking long. You go through all of this, and you find out that you're like just a ploy in the Patriots game. Like, there are people, literal, like the government behind the strings has orchestrated everything. Like, they knew you were going to be here. They knew you were going to do this. You're a fucking child soldier who grew up to be what they wanted. So you do all that. You get on the codec, and you're talking to the people you've been talking to the whole game. I'm not even going to tell you what they are, but you're talking to them. And, like, so, like I said, this game came out in 2001, I'm pretty sure. And it takes place, this part, in 2009. And everything, like, they're saying on everything that Colonel and Rose are saying on the codec is so, like, pertinent to today. It's insane.
Really?
Like, yeah, like, politic-wise, it's like everything, they're talking about, like, everything you see on the internet, people are gonna, like force you to believe this, do their best to make you believe this, no matter what they think is true or right or anything else. Like, everybody's just going to be a puppet on the string. I'm sure if you wanted to, you could go watch the codec calls, but you'd be like, oh, damn, that's today. The internet really is doing that. It's hilarious. Yeah. Then you get to the last fight. You only have one weapon. It's really not an easy fight, because the controls for that weapon are not the best. But it's fucking great. I know I kind of rambled and probably have no idea what's really going on in the game. But I think it's so pertinent that you just play this fucking game. It's not a hard game. It's mostly straightforward. I beat it in less than 12 hours. And that was, I got lost on the tanker. I forgot where to go. Completely forgot where to go. So I could have finished it sooner. This is a 10 out of 10 Snowflake game. Metal Gear Solid 2. I've said this before, though. Metal Gear Solid is my favorite game franchise of all time. My favorite game, Kingdom Hearts 2. My favorite game catalog, Metal Gear Solid. All hits, no flops. We love them around here. I think Kojima is a master game creator. There are also some hilarious trophies in Metal Gear Solid 2. You can get a trophy for beating your meat. You get a trophy for making out with fucking posters of Asian women. There's some other funny trophies in there, but yeah, I just fucking play Metal Gear Solid 2. We love Metal Gear Solid 2. It's a you guys game. You love it. I love it. We all love it. Thank you. I'll be here all week. I rambled. That's how much I like it. I'm a rambling man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I played a game. I unfortunately pre-ordered Modern Warfare 3 to play the campaign.
Okay.
To be honest with you, nothing special. It's your typical Call of Duty campaign. The ending is what like stood out to me. Like,
Really?
it got to me.
No Russian?
Nah. It really got to me, like deep inside. Yeah, my mouth was agape for a while after that ending, but that was the only good part of the whole campaign. Went through, got all the achievements for it, so I'm ready for Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer and zombies.
Hell yeah.
5 out of 10. I mean, nothing special.
Just basic.
Basic. Got your the one difference in this game is it's got like half the missions about 4 or 5 of them are open world missions.
That's weird.
So you're kind of like dropping into like Warzone, like a Warzone, small Warzone map, and go around, find weapons, find kill streaks and all this, and yeah, you're doing a mission. So
That's weird.
I don't know if I liked it or not, but I did enjoy it a little bit. So that was the only difference between the other campaigns. But yeah, 5 out of 10. Ending got me.
I'm sure I will watch it at some point.
Well, since
Oh,
Jordi
yeah.
doesn't want to share his game,
He's thinking about playing Metal Gear Solid now.
is he?
No,
I wish.
of course
Don't we
not.
all?
Why would I play any game that any of my friends suggest to me?
That's true.
Empathy.
The shadow knows.
Speaking of empathy, Cody's gonna tell us what the shadow knows this week.
All right. So
shut
this
it
one,
down.
no, it's a little different. So at your guys' behest, I listened to the Backyardi'Yinz episode 4. The start of BYS.
I didn't tell you to watch it.
I mean,
You did that.
They called us out.
Record.
they called us out. Oh, no, they didn't call us out. They shouted us out. So, fine, whatever. There's a couple things that I want to set the record straight on.
Whoa, copyright, Jordi.
Sorry.
We're gonna have to rehash our feud.
We can't. It was the worst match of all time. When we first started talking about the backyard stuff, I got a lot of vulnerableness when we got to the Super Show era because it is something that is close to me. It still affects me to this day. And it's something that I don't really talk about very often. Now, I do not think that anybody had malicious intent for anything that happened. I think we were all a bunch of stupid teenagers that didn't know what we were doing, that were traveling 4 to 13 hours away to go do a 5-minute match, get forgotten in a weekend, and go home. That's what I think happened. And it's fine. I don't care. There's no ill intent on my side. I do not think Rick and Steve hate me. I do not think anybody in Pittsburgh hates me. If you do, that's fine. We're adults. It happens. Not everybody's going to like me. It's just how it happens. That's fine. I do not think that I should be a main eventer at any shows. I have never thought that I should be going up against, all these amazing wrestlers. It wasn't so much that I didn't get good matches. It was because you guys kind of helped me see through this. I did get booked well. There are plenty of matches that I had that I probably didn't remember that I had, because when I'm thinking through my insecurities, I'm thinking of all the bad shit that happened. I'm thinking of the Anthony Lee match where he promised me he could get me up for the rectifier, and we fucked it up so terribly that nobody remembers that match other than how bad it was. I think of wrestling against the pen name and being excited and then shit happening and going down because my foot got caught in the tarp and I didn't know what to do after that. Like, those are the types of things that I think about. I don't ever think about good matches for me because in my head there are none. I don't ever think that I was a great wrestler. I tried too much to do things that I shouldn't have done because I wanted to stand out so bad. That's me coming from the bottom line of it. That's why my song changed every week. That's why my gimmick changed every week, because I wanted to stand out. I wanted to be remembered for something. When it gets what I wanted to do, because unfortunately, that didn't happen. I got forgot by a lot, which is fine. It's not a big deal. It's my own fault. But I don't carry any hatred towards anybody that didn't like me from that era. That's fine. It happens. There were most certainly in groups and cliques, and I have even told Snow and Devin, even on this podcast and out, that they were part of that, whether they meant to be or whether they knew that they were a part of that. They're not held at any higher pedestal. Up until we started this podcast, I thought Devin hated my guts. I thought Devin wanted nothing to do with me. And like I was some fucking nerdy kid in the corner that needs to go away and was not allowed to speak to him because he was on another level. That's just how I felt. And we've talked about that. That's not a big deal. So, listen, whatever anybody thinks that I hold hatred for, whatever anybody thinks that I think less of them for anything, I had fun when we went to Pittsburgh. I had fun listening to Josh fucking belt Ohio is for Lovers in the back seat. I had fun trying to follow JP in a car, literally at all, because that was impossible. Like, I had fun doing all that. I had fun staying at Steve's house and going swimming and all this other stuff. There are people that I wish I could have had more conversations with, but it's not a big deal. Shit happens. There were a lot of people. I get it. So, whatever. I am here on the TOPTERTA podcast to, I guess, fucking bury it. I will bury the Hatchet Driver too, Rick. It's all yours. That's all I gotta say. I don't think anybody did anything intentionally. I don't think anybody was malicious. I don't personally think anybody hates me, but whatever. And I don't think that I was the best wrestler. There's no way. And it's not even close. That's fine.
I don't hate you, Cody.
Appreciate you.
I do.
That's fine. Fuck you.
Look, what they said, I already said this. What they said is valid. What you said is valid. Nobody's in the wrong. Nobody's in the right.
Yeah.
Everybody is,
It's just how they perceive things, how people perceive things. You can't really like say somebody's right or wrong with how they perceived a certain thing.
Right. I don't know. I guess it was. I wish. Like Rick and stuff would have talked to me instead of just thinking for all this time how things went down or how I felt about him or whatever. Just like talk to me, man. You know who I am on Twitter. You know where I'm at. You know who I am on Facebook. You even said that I used to post on your fucking rap videos and talk about how I wanted to listen to them, because I did. They're good. Like, you know how to get a hold of me. That's all you had to do. Talk to me.
I was cool with everything except for when Dom started talking crap about me.
About
What
you?
did Dom say about you?
He said I was the worst person to ever work with. I just couldn't work with him. So I'm just the worst.
Did he say that though?
He did. Like,
Or did he say Snow don't talk to people?
no, he said probably one of the worst people to ever wrestle.
Yeah, he didn't.
No, he did. That's how I perceived it. So
And what you say is valid.
Oh my
and what
Hey, they said
Dom says, if in that case, is not valid.
here's the thing. I don't want to. I don't know. It wasn't the fact of I wanted him to lead the match or whatever that I like. I'm more of what they want to do and then incorporate my stuff in and interweave in that mostly. So you know what, I might be hard to work with, but you know what,
You're really easy. I planned your whole match for you.
Well, okay, see?
Weeks ago.
And that's the thing, Devin, is a lot of, like, because we had problems with it too. Like, Caleb was probably the main one, and I would say possibly Josh. You guys had really good chemistry with everything. But, like, me and Levi or Tony, when we were trying to talk to you, we wanted to do the same thing you did of, like, all right, well, what do you want to do? And you would just go, well, what do you want to do? Okay, yeah, but, like, what are we doing? Like, how do you want to do this? Well, what do you want to do? Okay. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. Well, just do whatever, brother. All right. So, like, I can understand not knowing how you work and not knowing that you, like you said, you want to see what they do, and then you put your own spin on it. If you don't know that, not going into it, meeting you for the first time, wrestling for the first time, it's difficult. I can't lie. It took me a while.
I like when Snow says, "I'll find you." It's my favorite.
Yep.
Hey, I can plan a whole Snow match by myself, and so can Caleb too. We found that out. Hey, I never had a bad match 1-on-1 with Snow.
I'll just
I think we've all.
wrestle again.
I think we've only had one.
That's
Who?
fine.
Who's? I'm advocating the opposite.
No, it's fine. They want to bury me with the shovel. You know.
Listen,
that's fine.
I think I had a terrible match with Josh. I don't remember the match with Josh at all, except for I hit my head on one of the boards on a crossbody. That's all I remember. At BYS4, I also wrestled Stacy, and I also cried that day. Took a thing in a thorn bush.
That was a sad day.
Had a good match against had a good match against Hack at BYS2. I think I also wrestled. That's where I wrestled Tony Sheets and Brumley. Yeah, I don't remember BYS3 if I was even there. Who knows, man? Hey, when's our next backyard episode?
Yep.
I'm free whenever. Jordi, that's a great hoodie. I'm loving it.
How far into the podcast are we right now?
Hey, listen.
Well, as the Shadow knows,
They said on their podcast, I was hot, so they're cool in my book. Shout out JP.
You know what, man?
shout out Dom. He said he loved me.
I don't. Yeah, Dom did say.
I'm glad
I
he likes you.
listen. I am, and I always will be a big fan of Hack Edgeman. That's really all I can say.
Yep.
Hack is so fucking good, man.
Yep.
I'll sing his praises. Hack and beat that Hack B Snow match where he took the bleep basher on that fucking pallet. Man,
Good match.
yeah.
All right. Well, just a little update. I just finished episode 119 on One Piece.
Oh shit.
The Alabasta arc is very long.
It is.
It's a very important arc for a lot of the character development, though.
I was gonna say you're gonna need to know pretty much all of that information for a while.
Luffy died. Usopp and Chopper took out the mole and the other one, Jason Giambi.
That's funny.
Zoro took out Mr. One. What's her name? Nami took out Sonic the Hedgehog woman, Double Finger, and
The double finger.
isn't that her name, Miss Double Finger?
I don't
I
know, man.
think so.
And then we're back to Crocodile just being Crocodile. So I mean, episode
Yeah,
120.
it was Miss Doublefinger.
So that's where I'm at.
Have you
Good
seen the
stuff.
Bubble Lady yet, or is the Bubble Lady later?
Nami used bubbles to beat up Double Finger.
No. Jordi, do you know what I'm talking about?
I think, and I'm looking her up to see. if
Like
I'm right.
soap? The soap fruit?
Oh, and Sanji beat up Mr. 2. That was a good fight.
I think I have it. You guys can go on. I'll get it in my segment.
That's it.
I started a new show. I am into season 3 of American Horror. Still going on today. The new season going on is called Delicate or some shit like that. I don't know. I'm not caught up with it. But I am into Coven so far. Murder House is my favorite.
So good.
Really liked it. Really liked Murder House. It was fucking good. I really also liked Asylum. Asylum was really good too.
That one was real good.
It was mindfucky. I liked the ending of that one. I think I liked the ending of that one more than the ending of Murder House, but I liked Murder House altogether more.
Do you like the musical episode?
It was fine. I'll be honest. I like musicals. I don't like musical episodes and shows.
Really? I think every show needs one.
I disagree. I think
You didn't like the Supernatural musical episode?
No, I thought it was tacky.
Oh my god.
Why? It was half a Glee.
Not a real fan.
Okay. But yeah, if you haven't watched American Horror Story, you should watch it. It's, for me, personally, give it a solid 8 out of 10.
Jordi, it's Khalifa from CPO.
Wiz?
I was about to say the same thing.
Shit.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Thanks, Cody.
For the record.
So after Coven is what? Freak show?
Oh, come on.
What is going on?
I literally said I will get it in my segment.
I thought that was something else.
So, I guess we'll just talk wrestling. If that's what we're gonna have to get through this pretty quickly. Got some things for you. There's a new tag team. AEW and Sega. It says their content has been filmed to promote a match between with Omega, Ibushi, Jericho, and Paul White in it. So
that is probably why they had fucking Like a Dragon on their show, like just playing clips of Like a Dragon.
Probably.
Kenny Omega is also in one of those games, so
Okay.
and Okada versus Bryan Danielson, Wrestle Kingdom.
I cannot wait.
That'll be good.
Yes. Speaking of Wrestle Kingdom, David Finlay destroyed the IWGP United States and UK Championships. So it's going to be Finlay versus Ospreay versus Jon Moxley for a new IWGP belt.
What?
Okay.
Yeah. Hope they bring back the Intercontinental.
No. Okay. I heard what you said, but then when you just said IWGP, my brain thought the actual championship. So never mind. We're on the same page.
I'm just hard to work with. I'm sorry.
Not for me. Not for me.
Gigi Dolan is engaged to Zach Wentz.
That sucks. Because she's hot, and I love her.
Same.
Sure, it's great for her.
Great for Zach Wentz, too. The CW...
Oh, that's what I meant. Great for him.
The
for
CW
her,
will become the exclusive broadcast home to NXT starting next October.
Okay.
We're back on fucking not premium cable.
So does that mean that they're going to have 2 fucking wrestling shows on there?
What do you mean? There's only one show on CW.
I heard that NWA was going to CW.
No, tell him.
Let's talk about
Tell him why.
Is it because they had a drug spot?
That would be why. Yeah, that's what I hear. That's what the grapevine says.
What?
Was it?
They were doing cocaine on pay-per-view.
Fucking dumbasses.
So they're like, nah, we're not going to bring that.
That's crazy.
They said it was like an 8-figure deal to bring NWA to CW.
And they fucking ruined it.
This is what I read. I really don't want to believe 8-figure deal to bring NWA Power with 3 R's to CW. But that is what I read.
That's like as big of a that's worse of a choke or of a fuck up than when ECW did that fucking crucifixion match and lost Kurt Angle.
Fuck Billy Corgan. Smashing Pumpkins suck. He's terrible. Fuck him.
Don't disagree. However, that's not what I'm saying.
Brodus Clay was his champion.
They fucked up worse than ECW did by doing a crucifixion match.
Yeah. Hey, that video was fucking hilarious though, so what you gonna do?
Almost as bad as blowing a halftime lead in the Super Bowl, right?
Almost.
Listen!
28-3. Can't escape.
Not quite as bad though.
I'm listening.
Shut up.
Okay. Crown Jewel happened November 4th over the weekend.
Shit.
We picked these. I'll give you guys the standings before Crown Jewel. Cody in 5th place, 51 and 39.
Where I belong.
Okay. Myself
I
in
don't-
4th place, 58 and 32. No, that would be Chongo, sorry. 56 and 34 with a +1. Didn't quite get to me in 3rd place, 58 and 32. Jordi in 2nd place, 60 and 30. And then Devin, of course, up top, 63 and 27. We did pretty well, all of us, in this. So, was this a good pay-per-view, PLE?
Wouldn't call it awful.
I thought it was okay.
Okay is what I would say, yeah. With the
The opening match was the World Heavyweight Championship match, right? Seth freaking Rollins defending against Drew McIntyre.
yeah.
We all got this right except for one person who decided to pick somebody who wasn't in the match. Chongo got this wrong.
Yeah, he did.
Almost got it right though.
Yeah, he was almost right.
Seth did retain. Damian Priest came out. He says, "I'm gonna cash this in," and Sami Zayn was like, "Nah." Took the briefcase and left.
I think I'll take this with me.
Was it the women's championship match? World championship match? Oh, who knows? The
I don't remember the order.
women's world championship match. Rhea Ripley defending against Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, Raquel Rodriguez, and Nia Jax. We all got this right. We picked Rhea.
Sucks because that match actually seemed pretty good, but the crowd was.
Both women's matches they just didn't care about. Especially the Io Sky versus Bianca Belair match.
Yeah, I don't know why they wasted that Kyrie return on Saudi.
Yeah, Kairi Sane is back. Helped out Io Sky.
Sorry, spoilers.
We all picked Io Sky except for Jordi. So
Really? Wow, never mind.
yeah, really. United States title match. Rey Mysterio defending against Logan Paul.
Bullshit. Like, appreciate Logan Paul for not letting Ray die, but also
He wasn't
bullshit.
in position.
Bruh, he wasn't in position. Okay. Just, I have to comment on
Wasn't
this
in
real quick.
position. Go ahead.
One, no, Mr. Paul was not in position. He was not. He was too far back, which is fine. Happens all the time. Secondly, I don't think Rey Mysterio would have broken his neck or anything. He was in mid backflip. He was still rotating backwards, and his hands were down in front of him. Rey's a professional athlete. He also does that for a living. He would have been fine. So we're giving Mr. Paul a lot of credit here, which he does. He deserves credit for catching him and all that. But Rey Mysterio would have been just fine.
Yeah,
without Logan Paul catching him.
I agree. I just think that it shows that he has an instinct that not a lot of people have in wrestling, but he was able to fix a fuck up really easily. And you know what? For that, cool. Even if it was his own fuck up, he still fixed it.
Right.
Also, one of my favorite wrestlers, Santos Escobar, gave the brass knuckles to Logan Paul.
He sure did.
To use on Rey Mysterio. So,
Brittany said, "Why do you put those on the ring apron?"
Jacob also said, "Why do you put those on the ring apron?"
Jordi also said, "Why do you put those on the ring apron?"
Cody also said, "Why do you put those on the ring apron?"
Sure did.
I didn't notice.
I didn't either.
Logan Paul is your new United States champion. Jordi and Cody got this wrong, so
yeah,
it'll be fun to see who he defends it against.
I think he's going to be on TV more. From what he said, he'll be on TV more, so that's good. I don't think that SmackDown needs 2 part-time champions right now.
Who's the other one?
Roman Reigns.
You're right. This match, despicable, disgusting for me, and probably a good 80% of the podcast. John Cena versus Solo Sikoa.
Yeah. Highlight of the night.
You're such a hater, Jordi.
He is a grade A hater, isn't he?
Sipping the haterade.
I think I was talking to one of you guys the other night when I said I felt like a child entering a candy store for the first time.
Yep.
It was me and
It
Cody.
was great.
Yep.
I loved the look on his face as he was leaving. Mwah.
Now, you know Cena's about to beat him at WrestleMania now.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that because I know how true that is. So
Is it true though? Because he hasn't won a singles match in 2,000 days.
Listen.
WrestleMania though.
Hold up. They're gonna run this to Mania with the fucking I can't win a match, blah blah blah. He's gonna win at Mania, retire a winner.
Yeah.
Man, heard this story before.
I was gonna say I read an article today actually that was talking about how he did the same thing with The Rock. Was it The Rock?
Probably.
I don't know. Where he like lost to The Rock and had this whole like redemption arc and ended up beating him.
Yeah, that was that, but that wasn't like a retirement match or anything. But yeah, he lost to Rock at WrestleMania 28.
And then they wrestled again at 29.
Yeah.
But also that is you have to take into consideration that the writer's strike or the actor's strike will probably be over by the time WrestleMania rolls around. So will Cena even be around?
Look, you don't need Cena every night.
No.
Cena can do whatever, can do no wrong. He could film from his fucking bathroom and it'd be like
for you, sure, but not for the people that pay his insurance.
Cena's never leaving. He's never gonna leave.
I wish that were true.
Jordi does too.
I do too, honestly.
Do you?
Yes. I wish he would go away forever.
No.
Man.
Yes.
For the record.
Yeah.
But we couldn't guess it.
My favorite is when Solo was just spiking the heck out of John Cena. Cena just kept calling the next spot.
That's his trademark.
Cena be loud. And
I know. Batista, powerbomb me.
Yeah, John Cena got squashed. Solo won. Jordi was the only one to get this right, so good for him.
Awesome, Jordi. Thank you.
Speaking of that, Cody Rhodes against Damian Priest. Cody did pick up the win.
I was watching this. I hate how Cody does the crossroads.
I hate how they have to use like their finisher like more than once now just to beat somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a big fan of it. Also, not a big fan. By not a big fan, I mean not a fan at all of the way he does it. I don't know why he does the flip over the whole body as opposed to just going the other way. Make it easier on both of them, but I digress. I'm not Cody Rhodes.
He's got to be flashy.
What makes it the crossroads and not?
I would say that it doesn't look as good as it would the other way. But once again, I digress. I am just a boy who pretends to be a professional athlete once a month.
All right. Speaking of pretends to be a professional athlete once a month, undisputed WWE Universal Championship, Roman Reigns defending against LA Knight.
Yeah.
This was a good match. I don't care who he was.
I agree.
Roman Reigns did get the win though, in Roman Reigns fashion.
Sure did. Technically, LA Knight got a 3 count. And then the ref saw the foot on the rope.
Typical.
And said, nah.
Yeah.
That was a good match. Roman's great. LA Knight's great.
Roman's a good brother. LA Knight's a gooder brother.
So
I would like to see LA Knight and Logan Paul.
Oh, that'd be good.
be good, actually.
What was I gonna say? Roman Reigns is off TV till probably WrestleMania.
Maybe the Rumble.
Till WrestleMania. Yeah. What's War Games without Roman Reigns, though? That's crazy.
Oh yeah, War Games.
Hey, Adam Pearce has a good War Games.
I like the fucking... I love that he was, like, trying to do Regal. Like, his best to just knock it out. He did it. It was great.
I want to make a prediction real quick for a WrestleMania match. That probably won't happen, but I just want this match to happen really badly. Adam Pearce versus Nick Aldis.
Yeah, I don't know why Nick's like not doing anything.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like that, Jordi?
Just out of nowhere. I was not expecting.
They're both
I don't know what I was expecting,
wrestlers.
but it wasn't that.
Both former wrestlers.
It is surprising because Nick Aldis is not. He's not even old.
He's like 35. He looks like he's 50, but he's like 35.
His wife's Mickie James.
Boy.
Wish my wife was Mickie James.
Well, she could be.
She's married to Nick Aldis.
Yeah, well, you could steal her if you try hard enough.
I don't think I could.
Come on, you could.
I don't have the cock for it.
Well, they're right there,
brother. So to update the standings, in second place, for this show, Chongo, Cody, and Jordi all went 5-2, and myself and Devin went 6-1. So, we'll update the standings. Cody 56-41, then Chongo 61-36 with that +1. Myself 64-31, Jordi in second place 65-32, and Devin 69, nice, and 28 in first place. So we'll be picking full gear next week. So
damn, how are we gonna watch it?
And then Survivor Series will be the week after.
Allegedly.
Sure will.
Allegedly. All right, it's time. Jordi's going to tell us what we got wrong.
You know, it's a day of fun facts. For the record, Moon Knight is an independent story completely separate from the rest of the MCU, although it is in the same universe. So there's no connection, no need to watch one or the other for the other.
And just, on that subject, that's what I was saying. I don't know how or why Echo is advertised as the first one. Doesn't make any sense to me. I digress. For the record.
Oh, for the record. GoldenEye, the game, was released in 1997. The movie was in 1995. Awesome. In the last 3 years, Ghostbusters has only had one movie and 3 games, one of which was a mobile game.
3 gay.
I even added an extra year from what Cody said. What'd you say, Snow?
I thought Devin said something else. 3 what?
Games.
No.
For the record, Metal Gear Solid 2 dropped November 13, 2001. And Kenny Omega appears in the remake of Like a Dragon Ishin.
Yes. My brain is better than everybody's.
Well, you know what? At least you're not that hard to work with. Let's take it home.
Oh my God!
Go support the podcast. We're on Twitter at TOPTERTA, YouTube.com/@TOPTERTA. Go subscribe, like, comment, do all those fun things. We're on all the major podcasting platforms. Like, follow, subscribe. And you know what? Rate us 5 stars, please. And then I'm on the social medias at The Beast now. Thank you.
And you can find me on Twitter at wise_talk_.
Find me on Twitter at I'm_justjake. You can follow me on YouTube and Twitch at I'm just Jake.
Do it.
post Pokemon videos on YouTube, and stream whatever the fuck I want to stream on Twitch.
Oh yeah.
All right, Chris Jericho posted the Bunnies OnlyFans link. You can follow me on Twitter at SexyDevyB. And on that note, I bet you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. One of the producers of Lord of the Rings wanted to kill a hobbit, didn't care which one. Bob Weinstein said, we really, really, really need to kill one of these hobbits. Peter Jackson was like, no. No. Yeah. Cool, man.
So, well, I guess, in honor of episode 152, Chikorita,
Oh, man.
the leaf on its head, that one singular leaf. It's used to
I do
sense
know.
temperature and humidity, so like a weatherman.
It's interesting.
Like a weather leaf.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan! It's
Um,
the Itchy and Scratchy Show!
So, in honor of The Simpsons and me just being the worst person to ever, work with in the entire world, I'm just going to bid you guys a good morning, good afternoon, good night, and goodbye.
I can't wait for Snow to wrestle Dom in one of those old men's basements and just mats on the floor and very, very tight, skimpy singlets.
Bang.
I'm sorry. Bang.
Yeah!
What's
What's better than eating a mandarin?
coitus?
Disagree. Mandarins are pretty fucking good.
Nah, I can see why you'd say that.
They last longer.
Tell me.
Yeah,
Um,
you tell us, brother.
Eating Amanda out.